BOK Center, I'm going to sleep. That is all I'm going to do. My father-in-law is driving my truck, and I'm going to sleep.
What am I going to be doing on my way back from the lake to Tulsa? Wow, that's a long ride. That's a lot of time to think about it. Probably just be thinking about what I'm going to say on stage, making sure I include everybody, all the right sponsors, all the good paying sponsors, and you know, just trying to give the crowd a little bit, because you know, I mean, they all come out here to watch us weigh some crazy green fish, and you know, I think it's good to give them a little extra every now and then. So you never know what that might be. That's a lot of time to think. So you drive it.
On the drive back from Tulsa, I'm going to relax. Try to anyway. I'm sure the wheels will be turning. I'll be thinking about what I did right, what I did wrong, and maybe what I'll do the next day. But it's nice to have someone. I've got someone driving me around this week. It's nice to have someone driving the truck, and I can kind of kick back over there in the passenger seat and relax and think about the next day.
You know, hour and a half coming back from Grand Lake of the Cherokees to Tulsa. You know, I did that in 2013 on day one, and I came back and I had a lot to think about. Because I didn't catch any fish. I'm hoping that 2016 is a little bit different. I'm hoping that I can learn a lot on the first day. I'm hoping that I can put 5 nice fish in the boat. And then I'm gonna spend a good hour probably trying to figure out, go through my day and see if I couldn't capitalize on some mistakes that I made, or learn from that and apply that into the next day. I think this tournament, you're gonna have to learn every day, and I'm gonna spend that solid hour thinking about it on the way back.
Well, on the drive back, I mean, it's probably going to depend on what kind of day I had. If I had a good day, I might call some friends. If things didn't go my way, I'd probably just call my girlfriend, and my parents are here as well. So that's probably about it.
You know, driving back, we got 90 minutes roughly to get from the lake back to the Coliseum, and that's a stressful 90 minutes because, you know, especially if you catch them, you wonder how you're going to fit, and so a lot of that stuff. But I kind of use that time to prepare myself mentally. If I have any frustration from that day, that's the time to talk about it to yourself, or you know, if you got somebody riding with you, and try to get that out of the way, because your mind's going to do that anyway. The quicker you do it, the better off you're getting mentally prepared for the next day of competition. So that's kind of, for me, what that hour and a half's about. It's getting your head straightened out, getting you a game plan, you know, so you make a good decision going into day 2.
While I'm driving back, I'm going to be checking Facebook, Instagram, email, texting people. Well, my dad's driving anyways. I won't be doing that. My dad's going to drive me, and I'll just get caught up on stuff.
For me, I've got a guy driving me, and I plan on resting, doing a little leaned up in the window is what I plan on doing, coming back to the weigh-in.
Well, I'm going to be doing the driving, so I'm going to be driving all the way back. I'm staying at the lake, so actually I get to sleep in the morning, but I got to make that drive back in the afternoon. So hopefully that works out for me, and I'm not sleeping on the way because I am the one driving.
You know, on the drive from Grove to Tulsa, I'm gonna be doing one of 2 things. If I don't catch them, I'm probably gonna be sitting over there while my buddy's driving and be pouting. If I did catch them, then I'll probably have the iPad in my lap and kind of be already starting to go through maybe some of the potential areas for the next day. And hopefully there's not a lot of, pouting going on, but I'll be preparing for the next day on the drive.
You know, driving back and forth, it's an hour and a half from Grove to downtown Tulsa and vice versa, coming and going. So you gotta spend your time doing something. Obviously, talking on the phone is one, catching up on friends and family, doing interviews, and then the other one for me is getting jacked up, listening to some music. I've been on an Eric Church kick lately. Listening loud and proud. Trying to get amped up and get fired up for the classic.
Hey, I'm sure when I drive home from Grove, when I drive back to Tulsa from Grove, I'm sure what I'll do is be talking to all my friends, all my family. They'll be wanting to know what's going on, how the day went, so that's how I'll pass that hour and a half drive.
What are you going to be doing, Todd?
I think you'll probably be analyzing what you did that day. Did you catch them? Are you in a good mood?
Or smiling really good or crying in my milk, I promise you.
Yeah, I think you'll be getting some phone calls from your buddies and other anglers, seeing what you got and stuff like that. But
I'm driving myself. What are you doing? You got somebody driving?
Yeah, I'm driving myself too.
Might call you. Nothing too fancy on my drive, I can promise you.
Yeah. You got a long ways to think about stuff. I know yesterday after practice on the way back, I driving. My practice didn't go real well yesterday, so I was kind of like, analyzing stuff. So, tomorrow's the real deal, though. So your analyzation better be on target.
We're playing it all back in our heads.
It depends if I catch fish or not. If I don't catch fish, I'll probably punch on the steering wheel. And if I freaking catch some fish, I'm probably calling everybody in the world. So that's all there is to it. I really have punched my steering wheel a few times. I'm not even a fighter, but the only thing I've ever gotten in a fight with is my stupid steering wheel in that truck when I don't catch fish. And that's the truth. It's just frustrating, but hopefully tomorrow we're making a bunch of phone calls and happy and listening to music and enjoying the 98-mile trip back. Whatever it is, pretty far. That's it.
I'm gonna drive back this week. Hopefully I'm gonna have a buddy or two come over and drive me back so I can actually ride and relax a little bit. Probably what I'll do, may listen to a little bit of music, but more than likely I'm gonna call my friends at home that were unable to come out for the tournament and just visit with them, kind of tell them how everything's going and let them be part of the classic with me, even though they're not able to come out, come out for the show themselves.
So on my drive back tomorrow to Tulsa, I'll probably, answer a few texts and phone calls, and I usually just put on the local country station and rock out, and that's about all I do.
Hey, Chris Zaldain here, and I was just thinking about, what I'm going to do. It's an hour-and-a-half drive from the lake. We get done fishing, 8 hours of fishing all day long, and it's an hour-and-a-half drive with a 5-fish limit all the way down to Tulsa, and that's a long drive. And my wife, Trey, she'll be probably driving the truck, driving me back down here, and the only thing I can think of is nap time. I mean, a lot of times, especially during these grinder-type tournaments, is I'm really tired when I'm off the water, and I'm literally gonna sit in the passenger seat, recline my chair, and I won't even look at my phone, and I'll just have her drive me all the way down to Tulsa and just relax, because once you get to the weigh-in stage, once you get to the arena there, the show starts right back up. So I'm gonna kick back, recline the chair, relax.
Well, I guess for the drive back, it really depends how my day goes. If I have a fantastic day, I'm sure I'm gonna be informing all my friends and buddies. If my day's a little bit tough, I'll probably get the map out and do a little more research. When we're fishing on the water, practice never ends.
I guess in an hour-and-a-half drive back, I'm going to rethink about what happened in the day and prepare for the next day. Probably listen to a little bit of music, a little country there, and take any calls. And can't text while I'm driving, but probably need to fuel up somewhere in the middle.
When I drive back from the lake, even sometimes going to the lake, talk radio is my entertainment. I don't turn up the volume and I don't get all involved with the issues, but I do like to get the news, and I like to follow politics, and I like current events, stories about people. That to me, it lets me drift a little bit and kind of rewind and decompress, and that's what I do.
All right, so on our 90-mile drive back from Grand Lake tomorrow, I will probably be, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I got a big limit in the boat behind me, I'll probably be in great spirits. I'll be chatty, I'll be on the phone, if I don't catch them, I'll be like sulking and sitting in the seat and, sitting in silence, and I'll probably call the wife, and that'd be about it. So that's probably the real truth of what might happen tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Jacob Prosser here at the 2016 Bassmaster Classic. I have a caddy that's going to drive me back from the lake, so probably I'm going to sleep on the way back. An hour and a half, a little nap. I'll be rested up for the weigh-in. Have to get up here and maybe fight Mercer around a little bit up here on stage, wrestling around. But that's what I'm probably going to do. Unless I catch a big bag, then I'll probably be jacked up and won't be able to go to sleep. But stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow evening.
Got an hour and a half drive back
it's going to be big dependent upon how I catch them. I'm going to be listening to some jams either way to stay awake. Might be like a soft mood if I zero or catch one. I might be just jacked up listening to old school hip hop or rap if I catch a big bag, and that's what I'm getting down to some rap.
Well, on the way back from Grove to Tulsa, I'll probably be jamming out to some music, trying to get my head ready to walk in on that big stage. Probably figure out what I'm going to say when I get there, and hopefully hold up a couple big fish for everybody to see.
Probably just hoping and praying to get back on time, with trying to drive 80 mile an hour and all that traffic and stuff. And I'll be reminiscing pretty much what I did for the day and what I should have did or didn't do. And I'll say I'll be thinking about my dear friend that passed away yesterday, Tim Meadows. He's just like a brother to me, but I just got the word last night that he's gone at 51. So my prayers and thoughts are out to his family at this time.
Driving from Grove back to Tulsa, I'm probably going to call my family, talk to my brother, my dad, may talk to a few friends, and just tell them about my day. Just try to, get whatever happened in that day out of my mind, and that way I can get focused on the next day, moving forward.
Go ahead. Okay, so the question is, what am I going to do when I drive back? Probably think a lot about trying not to freak out on the stage. That's going to be the whole thing that I'm going to be thinking about driving back.